Good evening, Internet. Shroom here playing Sanction Knight. And when Lauren Eclipse released a couple of sets back, the sets just come so fast nowadays, there was a card that came out with it that I'm really excited about. Can you guess what card that was? Okay, well, Deceit was the #1 card, but the #2 card was Tweeze. So tonight, let's take a look at some Tweezing burn. Alright, so what is Tweeze? Tweeze is a 3-mana burn spell that can go to face. It's a 3-mana instant that deals 3 damage to any target. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. Now, why is this exciting? Well, if you look at my channel history, you'll see that I love burn decks. I love being able to lob burn spells at my opponent's face specifically. You know, not just like cards that deal a lot of damage to creatures or planeswalkers. They got to be able to go upstairs. That is the goal, and that's what every burn spell can and should be directed in this deck. Now, prior to Tweeze being printed, we had Lightning Strike and Lightning Helix, which are great. We had Boros Charm, which is also a very good burn spell, but is not good at like controlling the battlefield. And beyond that, we only have Heartflame Duelist as a burn option. Its Adventure Side is a 3-mana burn anything, a 3-mana lightning bolt effectively. And beyond that, you're going up to 4 mana, etc. for spells that can go to face. But Tweeze is another 3-mana burn spell that can go to face that does 3 damage. Additionally, it also allows you to discard a card and draw a card when you cast it. So one thing about like these kinds of 24 land mid-range decks, which is what this is normally when I play a deck like this, I like to include 2 to 4 pieces for card selection or card advantage. Just because when you have this many lands, 24 is a lot of lands, you're going to get those pockets of lands that are going to just muddle up your draws, and you're going to get bad draws where you just flood out and you don't get to see your spells. But with the addition of Tweeze, we now actually might be able to perform the role of card selection and like land pocket averting just with our mana base and with our burn spells themselves. I actually think that the discard draw mode of Tweeze is going to be really important because it allows us to not include cards like Mazemind, Tome, or whatever it is that we would normally use for card selection advantage, and just instead play more burn spells. So we're hoping with this brew that Tweeze plus some tech in our mana base is going to get us the cards that we need when we need them. So let's go over the rest of the list. We're an aggressive burn deck, so we've got aggressive creatures. We've got Burnout Bashtronaut, my favorite 1-drop red creature. We've got a couple of veteran survivors, my favorite Savannah Lion in standard that also doubles at Graveyard Hate. At the 2-mana slot, I did cash in these full playset of Hexing Squelchers with some wild cards. I think this card's actually really good for our deck. Makes it so that our spells can't be countered, which is great. We don't have to worry about counter spells. It makes it so that all of our creatures have ward pay 2 life, so that if our opponent wants to remove our creatures, they have to pay 2 life each and every single time they want to remove each and every single one of our creatures. That's going to add up to way more life that they can pay, considering how many burn spells we can lob at their face. And then, of course, we are playing the full playset of Heartflame Duelists, which can't just be 3/1s that make our instant sorceries have lifelink, but they also, for their adventure side, are 3-mana lightning bolts, a 3-mana burn for 3 spell that can go anywhere at instant speed. And then finally, topping off the curve, we got a couple of Nova Hellkites, just as good sort of finishing move, a 3-mana deal 4 damage tech that also is a big threat in the late game. Just a couple of these are a great way to top off the curve in a deck like this. And then of course we have our burn / removal. We're playing a lot of it. We've got 3 burst lightnings, we've got 3 lightning strikes, and the full playset of lightning helix. And then of course we've got the 4 of Heartflame Duelist and Tweezes. So we have a lot of burn spells in our deck that can go upstairs, and can and should and will go upstairs. And then we've got the 3 Boros Charms that are big burn spells that can go to face or can protect our creatures from destruction effects, or can just give a creature double strike as a combat trick if that's something that's going to be useful. And then we've just got a little bit of extra supplementary removal for like big stuff that we can't kill with our burn spells. A couple of Get Lost and 1 Aang's Iceberg are sort of safety valves for us that we've learned during our experimentation with the various firebending burn decks. It's good to have these because the mid-range stuff in standard is just a little too big for 3 damage burn spells to deal with. So yeah, that's the plan. Burn all day long. Tweezes adds another 3-mana burn piece, which is just what we want, as well as the card selection. Now, we're getting more card selection out of our mana base with the 2 of Elegant Parlors and the 2 of Cori Mountain Monasteries. So between these and the Tweezes, I think we actually are going to be able to not flood out too much and have good smooth draws. Other tech in our mana base includes just a couple of abraded cliffs for a couple of extra pings in the mana base. This could be elegant parlors 3 and 4. I'm not really sure, but for now we're running the 2 of abraded cliffs. So a total of only 6 lands if you count these 2 restless bivouacs as well. There's a total of 6 lands that are always coming into play tapped, which is a little more than you would want in an aggro deck, but we're not really an aggro deck. We're more of a mid-range deck, so I think it's going to be okay for this build. 24 lands in total. The sideboard contains a couple of seam rips for matchups where we want more 1-mana interaction. We got a couple of exercises for artifacts and enchantments, big stuff. We got the full playset of Rest in Peace. We're not messing around. We're just going to hate out those graveyard decks. We got 3 Clarion Conquerors, which is a really good hate piece against tons of artifact decks, including also the Dimir deck. It shuts down the activation abilities of Kaido. Any deck that uses Mana Dorks or Badger Mole Cubs or Earthbended lands is seriously hampered by Clarion Conqueror. We got a couple of giant Cindermaws as tech against decks that want to gain a lot of life. We can shut that down with the Cindermaws. And then we got a couple of Day Judgments as sweepers against big decks, mid-range decks, that kind of stuff. That's a little bigger than we can handle with our burn spells. So that is Tweezing Burn. Is Tweeze the key to making sure we have enough burn spells to close out games, and also that we draw the spells that we need? I think that it might be. Let's see if this common can do some heavy lifting in the platinum tier of MTG Arena Standard. If you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Crazy Canuck the Virtuous will be our first opponent with some Tweezing Burn in TMNT Standard. Okay, 5 lands. We do have a Veteran Survivor we can play turn 1, so I'm gonna keep this. We've also got Cori Mountain Monastery, which you can use. This card is gonna be really important to this deck, I think. Another 1-drop is great. Yeah, we lead on Veteran Survivor because I played my white land. It might have been better to lead on Bashtronaut there, but we'll see what happens. Probably would have been better because, you know, you want to get that max speed count going early as possible. Watery Grave and Restless Reef from our opponent so far. Opponent shocks. Okay. Let's attack. Nothing. Do I want to lob a burn spell just to get something in our graveyard? Yeah, I think so. So that we can try to get Veteran Survivor into hexproof mode. What's up, Maven? They counter the Tweeze. You soloed Earl Williams? Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's play a Squelching Hexer. Maybe. Do we want to play this? They could have a sweeper, like a Day of Black Sun. Let's do it. This spell can't be countered. Okay. They're going to take damage if they want to remove our creatures now. Tribute to Hunger. Okay. What do I sack here? I think I'll sack my Squelcher. We'll almost have our Survivor up to hexproof mode. Lauren was way too short-lived of a set. It's crazy. It's like a blink of an eye and the next set is out. Withering Torment. Okay, we're gonna just go ahead and use our mana to Lightning Helix you. So we're at max speed now. Let's play another Bashtronaut. Attack. Burn you. Shrine Striker looks cool from that set. Yeah, a lot of the art in Lauren is beautiful. Okay. Alright, opponent's dead. So they're like control, it looks like. I don't know if we need to change anything really. Our Hexing Squelchers really help us against control. We didn't really see much other than like counter spells and some removals, so I think we just run it back. Okay. We again have a 1-drop we can play on turn 1. I don't know how good Get Lost is against them. Restless Bivouac is good though. I guess I'll keep this. We'll draw burn spells. Dismal Backwater. Alright, let's play our Savannah Lion. Alright, we can't play anything else, so I think we'll just Burst Lightning your face. And attack. Its account started on my Hexproof. And let's go for a Surveil here. Lightning Helix is great. Helix your face. Tribute to Hunger. Oh, I should have boarded in my Cinder Maws. But they just get tributed to, I suppose. We'll just pass. That is a very high effort pot post. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Okay. Bolt their face. I don't think we even want to play creatures against them. They seem to primarily gain their life off creatures. Yeah, let's get lost the tenacity just so they can't attack us. I don't know, do we play this creature? Like, it does take up all their mana to cast these spells. You gain life each equal to its toughness, so they would gain 1 life off the duelist. Yeah, I think that we'll play this duelist. Alright, let's attack with our duelist. Pass. Opponent just passes. Okay. Bolt your face. Refute. Bolt you. They have only 1 mana up. Attack. Bolt you. GG's. Panic Attack. The Initiate will be our next opponent. Some Tweezing Burn. Okay, we have double tap lands, which is unfortunate. We're gonna maybe get that because we do have 6 always tap lands in our deck. We're on the play though, and our hand is otherwise great. I think we're gonna keep this. Alright, let's ping you. Okay, planes for our opponents. I did this wrong. I should have played this first, because then I could have increased my speed by pinging with the Abraded Bluffs. That's just an error of not having played the deck very much. So we should already be at speed 2. Uh-oh, I don't like the way they're hovering. Dollmaker's Shop. Whenever one or more non-toy creatures attack, create a toy. Okay. Well, let's play a Squelching Hexer. Get our speed up. We do have a Get Lost for this. If you draw another land, we have an Aang's Iceberg. Alright, opponent's Boros, which is unsurprising. That's usually what you see with these kinds of decks. Enduring Innocence. Okay. Well, we gotta kill Enduring Innocence. We didn't draw land number 3, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I think we'll just use Burst Lightning, kill that. Get in our attack. Increase our speed. Hitotsugu's Second Right. Another Enduring Innocence draws a card. We again don't draw land number 3. Well, we have to kill this also. And I guess we do it with Lightning Helix. No, let's do it with Get Lost. I don't want to use Get Lost, though, because they have so much mana. If they just drop a cheap creature, they'll be able to use both the maps right away. Couldn't we have just drawn a land there? Alright, I guess we're going to Lightning Helix this. We don't want them to have life linkers on the battlefield. They're still going to get to draw their cards, but we don't want them having life linking bodies. Hitotsugu's Second Right, you really have to kind of build around. They have a sweeper, okay. I guess we can play a 3-1. I think you have to really set that card up. A 4-mana burn spell, like a lot of the time, isn't going to do anything.
I will be your guide and guardian. My allies stand strong.
I've been running just so many Enduring Innocence decks lately. Like, ever since TMNT released, that's like 1 out of every 3 decks I play is a deck like this. And we draw a tap land. Alright. Play our tap land. Do we want another tap land? I think we actually do want another tap land. So, I guess I probably have to Get Lost the Ajani. Yeah, let's get Losty at Johnny. Parting Gust. Okay, they kill our Knigget.
Join the fight!
Alright. I don't know if we can beat this now. We can kill Elspeth. They have 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens they can attack with. I mean, we do have 9 points worth of burn, and they're at 12, so I guess theoretically it's possible. They draw 2 cards every turn, though, with their... They just attack with these tokens, make a toy, make 2 toys, and draw a bunch of cards. Okay, yeah, they just do that, too. Okay, well, it just took us way too long to find land number 3. We're 24 land deck. Shouldn't happen that much. Okay. So let's get our Clarion Conquerors going. Exercise. Do we want any number of, like, Day of Judgment? Maybe one of I could see. Actually, I think Day of Judgment we do want against them. They're going to go really wide with a bunch of tokens, so we need to be able to deal with a wide battlefield. I think the Nova Hellkites are probably pretty bad. Keep one. Cut a Boros Charm. Burst Lightning. I don't think it's critical to have 1 mana, to have like 1 mana removal instead of 2 mana removal. Yeah, we trim a little bit on the more boring burn spells that don't provide extra value, like Tweeze and Heartflame Duelists. So yeah, I think we're something like this. Let's try this. 7 lands. Well, we can't keep that. Okay, double tap land again. But, like, our hand is good if we find land number 3. We're gonna keep this. And I think we're actually gonna bottom... Probably Veteran Survivor is not very good against, like, the deck that makes a million 1/1s. Oh, again, I was silly. I did the same sequencing mistake again as I did last game. Ruin Lurker Bat. Okay. Let's play a Bashtronaut. And a tap land. Maker Shop. Alright, let's play a Clarion Conqueror. And we'll attack. Has there been a deck that you really wish worked in Standard that you just couldn't get to work right? They have a Parting Gust for our Conqueror. Let's play another Bashtronaut. And we'll attack with our Bashtronaut. We're gonna Lightning Helix this bat. Enduring Innocence, yep. Kill the bat. Bivouac. Let's kill Enduring Innocence. I don't want to discard my Squelcher. I don't think. No. So yeah, we'll attack with Sure, both Bastronauts. They can double block one. They don't get toys by attacking with those creatures, though. Kin Binding. Creatures you control get +X+X, where X is the number of creatures that enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Being of combat, create a Kithkin. Lightning Helix. Alright, let's play our Squelcher. Bashtronaut does have double strike now. More Enduring Innocence. Windcrag Siege. Yeah, opponents had really good draws. It's gonna be hard to beat this. They just got everything. Okay, Kithkin. It doesn't draw cards though, because it's too big. This draws cards though. Actually it doesn't, because it's also gonna be a 3/3, I think. 4/4. Now we'll chump. Another Bashtronaut. Yeah, I think our opponent is just too well set up. They're now drawing like 3 cards a turn. They're at 16. I don't think we're gonna be able to get through this. They're also creating lifelinking tokens. I think it's safe to just scoop here. I don't see us coming back from that. GG. Alright, so yeah, really like a token strategy with all the tech going really wide, really fast is good against us. Lieutenant Orange Taco, the standard bearer, will be our next opponent. Some tweezing burn. Let's see if we can yank some nose hairs. Okay, this looks like a good aggro start with a 1-drop on turn 1. We'll keep. Storm Chasers, so we could be against Lessons. Hooray! More Storm Chasers. Boomerang Basics. We'll take 3. Okay, let's attack with our Bashtronaut. Play Veteran Survivor. Storm Chasers down. Slow-mo. Yeah, we'll totally trade with one of these tokens, because we can't attack through the slow-mo anyway. I guess we could have tweezed it, but then they could just block with this otter token. I think trading for a token is the best we're gonna get. Alright, so let's tweeze this FOMO. Discard a land. Attack, get our speed up. Quantum Riddler. Only draws 1 card. I'm shocked. Splash Portal, okay. They bounce it. Boomerang Basics. Yeah, the Quantum Riddler splash is pretty nasty. So we're looking at a minimum of 6 damage here. 4, 5, 6. Why is it a 4, 6? Let's see. How do we do this? How do we survive? We attack with our Bashtronaut, that much is certain. Some max speed. I think we actually just play the Heartflame Duelist as a 3-1. Quantum Riddler, Splash Portal. Storm Chaser's Talent. Alright, let's kill one of these otters. Gain 2 life. See if we kill it. Get lost on my thing. Nope, we just die. Okay, well, it's a pretty good draw from our opponent. What do we want to combat that? Seam Rip, Exercise, probably good enough to cover the Storm Chaser's Talents and the Riddlers. Some number of Rest in Peace since they're a Storm Chaser's Talent deck. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I think I'll go with just 1 Boros Charm. Yeah, they're pretty fast, so I'm going to cut a couple of Tweezes, actually. Let's try this. Like, this looks okay. If they have a draw like they did last time, we'll probably get wrecked, but I don't think we can mulligan this. This is kind of like looks like a good hand for us. It's not a good against them, though. What would I be mulliganing for? Some way to deal with Storm Chaser's Talent, like a Seam Rip, Get Lost, or Exercise? I don't know. I think we have to keep this. This is like a good draw for us. They're not gonna. Surely they won't have as ridiculous a draw this game as they did last game. Torch our survivor. Turns out, not such a great survivor after all. FOMO. We'll just Burst Lightning their face since we have mana. We'll just kill the FOMO now. And get tapped out. We didn't draw land number 3. Quantum Riddler, well, they can't splash portal it, I guess. That's something. Draw Boros Charm. I'm gonna play this Heartflame Duelist. Another Torch. Again, no land number 3. Opponent shocks without any regard for their life total. When interests are transformed, draw a card. At the end of your first main phase, you can pay 1 to transform it. Alright, let's Boros Charm their face. Still Pierce. Okay. Play Bashtronaut and kill this. Roaring Furnace gonna kill our guy. Okay, we finally draw land number 3. Get lost. I guess we want to get lost. Another Sig. Lightning Helix your face. Kill this thing. FOMO. Creature, instant, enchantment, sorcery, so it already has, of course, delirium. Alright. Well, I think we have to kill this because it's already getting double attacks. Would have been nice to draw a Rest in Peace. Yeah, let's Tweeze. Discard our mountain. Sure, Abraded Bluffs. Continue. Riddler. Splash portal? No? No splash portal? Wow. Okay, let's pass. Frostcliff Siege, so other stuff is hasty and trampling now. Bolt your face. Play the Duelist. Alright, has the removal. Bastronauts. Yet another removal spell. Riddler. Get lost it. Boros Charm off the top. Aang's Iceberg. I think we wait until Riddler number 2 hits to cast that. Veteran Survivor. Get lost on Aang's Iceberg. Okay. Of course, Veteran Survivor. Quantum Riddler. Draws a card, gets trample and haste. I think the Quantum Riddlers just solo my deck in this matchup. Can we draw Boros Charm? We still have one Boros Charm, right? Nope. Boros Charm? Seam Rip. Alright. Well, we had a good chance. They had the Spell Pierce that did counter one of our Boros Charms, so that was the difference between victory and defeat. Just way too much value over there. Aussie Boy, the Ambitious, will be our next opponent with some Tweezing Burn. Okay. Here we have a turn 1 Bashtronaut. This looks like a very good hand of cards. We'll keep it. Alright. Go Bashtronaut. Alright, play Bashtronaut number 2. Attack. Alright, increase our speed. Anything non-land is going to the yard here. Okay, land number 3. There we go. Are there any cards other than those that you're surprised you didn't see? Other than what? Opponent hops to it to create 3 bunnies. I think we'll just warp our Hellkite and kill 1 bunny. Attack like this. They can double block another Bashtronaut. Cards that are undervalued like Tweeze. I don't know if Tweeze is undervalued. It's just like not a very good card compared to like what is in standard. Okay, what is with opponents like going super wide? Okay. We could Lightning Helix 2 bunny tokens. Is that what we've come to? I think that it is what we've come to. I think like other cards other than Clearing Conqueror that were undervalued initially. Scavenger Regent, definitely. And in Pakal. Whenever you attack one more non-gnomes, put +1 and then create X gnomes. Okay, let's Iceberg the N in Pakal. Attack with our Bashtronaut for 2. I guess I should have Burst Lightning the Challenger right there. Lightning Strike. Okay, in response to that, we'll kill the Challenger. Alright, play another Bashtronaut. Which has first strike. It has double strike. So... I think we go face with this. We draw land, that's perfect. So let's play our Nova Hellkite. We can't attack though because we don't have mana to pump into our Bashtronaut, but we can kill one of these tokens. Attack with our dragon. I think Scavenger Region, yeah, Intrepid Paleontologist. I love that card. Oh, here comes a Bivouac. Lightning Strike the Bashtronaut, okay. So they're dead. Okay, so another, like, super go-wide token-y deck, which is actually really good against us. I think we want Seam Rip. Maybe that's all that we want against that particular build is an Anim Pakal. I think we'll cut one Boros Charm and one Get Lost. I hate Get Lost against decks like that. I just hate Get Lost. So we'll board back in our Boros Charm. Just cut the Get Lost. Let's try this. Okay, we don't have a turn 1 Bashtronaut here. But this looks like a hand that our deck gets, so we'll play it. Got one Tweeze for each hop to it token. So just gonna pay 2 to make a token? Sure. And a Bashtronaut. Ah, dude, I did the sequencing thing again. Oh my gosh, when am I gonna learn? So we should be at speed 2. When am I gonna learn? Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay, Bashtronaut. Go. War Leader's Call. Okay. I guess we'll kill this guy. Take 2. Got triple Tweeze. I probably should have held on to that land to discard to a Tweeze. We'll see. Keep out. 4 damage to target tapped creature. Okay, sure. We'll kill your bunny. Alright, play our Duelist, which now gives double lifelink to our Lightning Helix. So we gain 6 life off it, which is cool. Elspeth.
There's a bright future on this row.
Alright, we can kill Elspeth, and I think we will. Alright, let's kill Elspeth. We'll discard this Elegant Parlor. Draw a Bashtronaut. No attack. Felix. Take 4. Alright. We draw Lightning Strike. Attack with our Bashtronaut. Just for 1. That guy. Alright, yeah, we'll tweeze one of these tokens. We don't want to discard anything. Lightning Strike. Now let's kill this guy. Attack with our Bashtronaut. Max. We'll take it. 12. 10. Okay. Attack with our Bastronauts. For 4. Sanctifier. Kill the Sanctifier. Nova Hellkite. Okay. Alright, we're gonna play this on red. Gonna attack just for 2 here. Pass. Challenger. Yeah, kill this. We will not discard our Nova Hellkite. Go to 4. Yeah, we're gonna Nova Hellkite. We're going for it. Guess we're just playing our land. And Palak. So I think that's just lethal. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get in some... Nah, I think we just run it back. Yeah, we don't have, like, creatures, really. We've got a Heartflame Duelist, I guess, which is kind of not very good against them. I think we have to keep this, though. Alright, we can Seam Rip that guy. Out to get back their guy. Alright. Pass. We're gonna kill this guy. Okay, let's pass. Another one of those guys. let's go face on this. Bashtronaut? Play a Bashtronaut. Lightning strike? Okay, lightning strike. Another Heart Flame Duelist. Play our Duelist. I should have boarded in Clarion Conquerors for Elspeth. Board Leader's Call. Okay, well they don't add to the board this turn. That's good news. Attack. Increase our speed. Hop to it. Alright, let's tweeze your face. We actually don't want to discard anything. Alright, Inspiring Vantage. Let's attack with our Duelist. Just one block? Okay. We'll just kill that token, I guess. Gain 2 life. There's an Impakal. Okay, we're gonna Boros Charm your face and gain 4. And then we should just be able to cruise from here. Play another Duelist? Yeah. They actually have lethal in hand if they don't gain life. And if we survive their attacks. We gain 9 life off this lightning helix. We don't have lethal in hand. We have, okay. They do gain life. We'll gain more life than they do. Okay. Bivouac. We still could lose this. Create X gnomes that are tapped and attacking X's number plus 1 counters on it. So they're gonna get 3 more gnomes. Which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. They actually have the lethal attack for next turn. Man. So I guess we have to stay back. Hop to it. Okay. Everyone with these freaking go wide decks. Oh my gosh. Am I dead right here? I think I'm dead right here. Well, I can gain 3. Go to 12. Then I have to block and I'm still taking like 16 damage. Dang, man. Alright. GG's. Deathstructor will be our final opponent with some tweezing burn. See if we can get it to a 2-3 respectable record. Yeah, Hexing Squelchers are good. I think I'll keep this. Do I want a veteran survivor? I think I'm more interested in land number 3, actually. Novice Inspector. Okay. Play a Squelcher. Alright, play another Squelcher. Attack with my Squelcher. So they're Abzan, Enduring Innocence, another freaking weenie deck, man. Okay, we will kill Enduring Innocence. Attack with our Squelchers. They do block 1. Enduring Innocence. Draw a card. Infestation Sage. Draw a card. Then when it dies, they draw 2 cards. Alright, we gotta kill Enduring Innocence. We can't have them gaining life. Play yet another Squelcher. We could be playing right into a Wrath if they have one. But no, they'll just block and get a token and draw 2 cards. Where are my Doorkeeper Thrills? Enduring Innocence number 3! Draw 2 cards. Okay, they're a Super Shredder deck? Sure. Draw a card. Okay, let's kill Enduring Innocence. One discards to hand size. Let's kill Super Shredder, I guess. Attack. Opponent has 8 cards in hand. Enduring Innocence number 4. Draw 3 cards. Weirdness to 11. Create a mutagen. 1 or more +1 be put on a creature. That many +1 are put on instead. Okay, sure. When it shocks. Gonna put 2 +1/+1 counters on Enduring Innocence. Okay. Nova Hellkite. Alright, let's play this Duelist. Ah, the Enduring Innocence. We can't really attack through it. We'll warp this Hellkite. Kill Michelangelo. Attack for 4. I don't know, was that a lethal attack if we just attacked with everything? I think it was, actually. I think it was. Because they blocked that, go to 4. That... No, it wasn't. They would have been at 2. They would have taken 4... 10? But gained 4? So they would have been 12. Yeah, they would have been at 2. Now, they can't remove any of our creatures, really. Wildwood Scourge. Draw 4 cards. They can't really, like, spot remove any of our creatures, because they'll just die if they do. Belothar. They're just +1 counter deck. Yeah, okay. I think you're gaining 5. Yep. They go to 9. Boros Charm. Oh man, I think we're gonna die on the backswing too. We can't kill them here. Let's see, if we just attack with these guys, we only get through 2 points of damage. I don't know what we do here. We could just hold this Boros Charm and make our stuff indestructible next turn and try to blow them out with a block. I guess that's what we do. We can't win by attacking this turn. Another one of those guys. Draw 4 cards. Hollowmurk Siege. Whenever you attack, put a +1 counter on target attacking creature, gains menace. Sure. Infestation Sage. Okay. Another Hollowmurk Siege. So they double counter the Enduring Innocence. Alright, we've lost. Oh man. Can we stop fighting Enduring Innocence decks, please? Exercise. Giant Cindermaw. Anything else? Clarion Conqueror is going to be real good against them. I think this is a Day of Judgment matchup also. So just cut 9 non-sideboard cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we can cut a Squelcher. A couple Squelchers. Something like this. Five lands, Veteran Helix on the play. Yeah, we'll try it. I like being able to drop a veteran on turn 1. Duress. Take my Lightning Helix. Okay. Start working up our dude. Pingia. Infestation Sage. Pretty good. Okay, I mean, I gotta attack. I could kill the thing. I think I'll do that. Because then my Veteran Survivor will survive. They have a Snakeskin Veil. Okay. We have a whole lot of not very much going on right now. We'll play that on red. We can kill the Super Shredder while we can before they can protect it. Draw land. Okay. List. Go. Bulwark, Ox. When attacks while saddle, put a +1 on target creature. Infestation Sage. No, we'll take 4. Boros Charm you. Gain 4 life. Another Heartflame Duelist. Pass. Enduring Innocence. Well, I mean, at least they didn't get it down. At least they don't have 4 of them. Saddle. Yeah, we'll block the Ox. And then we'll bolt you and gain 3 life. We draw land, which I think means that we lose. Pretty sure that means we lose. Cori Mountain draws us a land. Yep, now they can attack us, and we might actually just be dead this attack step. We need to at least find like a removal spell for the Enduring Innocence, but nothing. Sure. I guess I won't scoop yet. We're not technically dead. They're gonna go to 7. We might be dead. We actually might be dead during this attack step. I'm not sure. We got Michelangelo. And we get a 1. Exercise. Yeah, not enough. Too late. Alright, so our final record with Tweezing Burn was a very disappointing 1-4, and I do think we got unlucky. I think we encountered 3 like Enduring Innocence decks, go wide token based decks, which are really good against us. A deck that can just present a wide board of blockers. The Enduring Innocence themselves are lifelinkers, so that's something that we have to deal with. Yeah, that they draw a ton of cards off those Enduring Innocences. You know, if they get up to the point where they can cast Elsbeths, that's very bad for us. We can't get creature attacks through. We can't. Their card advantage just becomes overwhelming. That strategy is really good against us, and we fought it 3 times. So I do think we had a little bit of an unfair weight of matchups against us. But again, I have the same feeling about this that I did about the Firebending Burns decks. We're just not competing with the overwhelming value of regular standard with this kind of strategy. So, what can I say? It was fun. I like playing decks like this, but I think the strategy of just overloading on the burn and just hoping that that's enough to close out a game probably isn't going to do it. In 2026 standard. What would I change about this deck? I think if you want to play an aggro deck, you should have more creatures, like more 1 and 2 drop creatures. I think that's basically the thing, the crux of all of this experimentation I've done with Firebending and now with this is that if you want to play an aggro deck, like a red aggro deck, you should have the red aggro creatures. Like, you should have the Hired Claws, the Burnout Bastronauts. You should probably have the Emberheart Challengers as your 2-drop of choice. I think what we've been doing with Firebending Students and like other 1-drops that are not named Hired Claw in these decks, it's just not enough. It's not enough aggression. If you want to be aggro, you got to go all the way. You got to have the Hired Claws. Got to have the Hexene Squelchers. Not the Hexene Squelchers. The Emberheart Challengers. If you're in red, I think that's what we should take away. Is if we want to play aggro, we should really play like the best aggro creatures, because this what we're doing here isn't cutting it. It's just not getting it done. Yeah, I think you could make a case. There would be a good case, actually, for an Iroh's demonstration or 2 in the sideboard. I could see that. So that we have a little more game against those types of go-wide tokeny decks. Iroh's demonstration would be a good piece to have in the sideboard. I could see including 1 or 2 of those cards. So yeah, were I to just, run this back with minimum changes, I would make that change, add some Iroh's demonstration. But I think fundamentally, this strategy of just trying to lob tons and tons of burn spells, it needs to be backed up by the best aggressive creatures. which this deck doesn't have. We're just kind of like Veteran Survivor is good when it's unopposed, but it's no Hired Claw. Hired Claw is really just such a better 1-drop than this creature is. So I think if you want to go aggro, you have to have the hardest aggro stuff there is in red. And our little attempt to use these synergistic and our synergistic pieces, and also the fact that we don't have all of the really aggro creatures like the challengers and the Hired Claws. That's what makes us too slow to compete against the value decks. This is maybe I'm trying too hard to be an aggro deck and not being enough of a burn deck, and the next step is to go really big with the burns, with like burn enhancers and that kind of stuff, of which there is a good selection in standard. So now that I've said it, you know it's going to happen. You're going to see another burn deck, but it's not going to be focused on trying to be aggro. It's going to be more of a combo-y type deck, I think. Anyway, just wanting 1/4 finish for Tweezing Burn. Just probably doesn't have the tools for 2026 standard. It might if you added Hired Claws and Emberheart Challengers and tweak the list, but then it wouldn't be a Tweezing Burn deck because you probably would cut Tweeze as like the first card that you cut, 3 mana burn spells, and Heartflame Duelist, so then you're just pivoting to Boros aggro. Anyway, that's going to do it for Tweezing Burn. I hope you enjoyed watching me try to get some wins against a very hostile standard metagame with this deck. If you did, and you like off-meta MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. I stream MTG on my Twitch channel every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. There's a link to the Twitch in the description if you want to come check out the action in real time. So I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.